On the 22nd of June 1941, Nazi Germany launched Operation Barbarossa, the largest invasion in human history at the time, catching the Soviet Union completely by surprise. Over 3 million Axis troops, backed by more than 3,600 tanks and 2,700 aircraft, poured across a front stretching almost 3,000 kilometers from the frozen Baltic in the north to the Black Sea in the south. Germany's goal was clear: destroy the Soviet army, seize vital resources like grain and oil, and crush communism once and for all. Within the first week, German forces swept deep into Soviet territory, encircling and capturing hundreds of thousands of soldiers at battles such as Bialystok-Minsk, while the Luftwaffe bombed cities and rail lines to paralyze Soviet logistics. By July, they had reached the approaches to Smolensk, where fierce Soviet resistance slowed them down. Yet the German army still managed to encircle another massive Soviet force, taking hundreds of thousands more prisoners. As the summer turned to autumn, the Germans pushed further toward their ultimate prize, Moscow, the Soviet capital. By October 1941, German troops were on the outskirts of the city, facing desperate Soviet counterattacks, scorched earth tactics, and fortifications that turned the advance into brutal house-to-house and forest fighting. Meanwhile, their supply lines were stretched to the breaking point across thousands of kilometers, and the onset of the Russian winter brought frostbite, equipment failures, and exhaustion. Cities like Leningrad and Kiev became focal points of prolonged sieges. In Leningrad, the siege would last almost 900 days, while in Kiev, another huge encirclement trapped nearly 700,000 Soviet soldiers. What was supposed to be a swift, decisive campaign was slowing into a grinding battle of attrition. By December 1941, the Red Army, reinforced and better prepared for winter warfare, launched a massive counteroffensive near Moscow, forcing German troops to retreat and abandon many of their earlier gains. The failure of Barbarossa shattered Hitler's plan for a quick victory in the east and opened the infamous Eastern Front, which would stretch for over 2,000 kilometers and become the deadliest theater of the war. The campaign demonstrated the staggering human cost of modern warfare. Millions of soldiers and civilians died. Cities were devastated, and the brutal winter and logistical challenges showed that even the most powerful military could falter when underestimating its enemy. Operation Barbarossa was not just a military operation. It was a pivotal moment that reshaped the course of World War II, proving that bold ambition, no matter how well planned, can meet catastrophic limits when faced with resilience, geography, and time.